Hey, hello everybody, Glitch Ripper here. I'm back for another mob battle, and this one was something that I kind of got in the mood for due to some recent events. Uh, Awesome Games Done Quick has recently had their thing this year, and they did have an interesting Touhou exhibition, and they got me in the mood for going back to a few Touhou fights, so yeah. That's right, the Touhou fairies are back. Now, as you may note from how I usually keep the version number on, this is 1.7.10, but I've kind of got a plan to figure out how things kind of go upward over time. So, and there is the possibility that we may be seeing some of these as new variations in the future because there's still plans to continue on with the spiritual successor mods to Touhou Items, so eventually we will be seeing them again in later versions. Just not anytime soon, as far as I know. So we'll get there. But just to be able to compare, I decided to do a little fighting for some mobs that I know happen to go throughout several versions. Like, for example, the Crimson Praetor. And the way he's got it listed in this version is kind of funny. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to possibly ignore one version of the Crimson Praetor because they do have random special abilities. Like there'll be some variant of champion. So because of that, I'll avoid one in particular. I know is kind of unfair, not just to the to the Touhou witches, but also to well, just about everything. So yeah, yeah, I'll avoid warded versions for now, except the one that's always warded. And so this will be kind of a multi-parter. Starting off with the Crimson Praetor, and later having other Thaumcraft bosses. So that's going to be kind of a interesting thing to do over time. Don't know if I'm going to do them all in a row or what, but this is a nice wintry world, and Cirno is also very icy, so I'm still going along with my whole winter thing. It just in a bit of a different way. So until winter's over, I think I'll just be constantly in the mood for snow and ice in my mob battles. So fair warning. But yeah, there is a trick to it. So let's see which variant we have. Did I... Okay, I left it on peaceful since the last time I cleared them. So let's try that again. The Venomous. It'll do. As long as it's not warded, I think we'll be fine. And I'll be starting with Tuziko. And there's an interesting trick I've kind of started doing that makes it a little easier to get this whole thing started. I'll hit them with a potion and quickly throw it at them so that that one point that I have to deal damage to them doesn't even matter at all. Which... See, now her health is completely fine, so she'll be okay. And once she starts hitting things, they will get mad. So I still need to kind of guide their shots, because remember, the AI is a bit different in this version, because they never quite figured a way to not have them facing only players, so yeah. However, he can hit her, actually. And he does have some ranged attacks. Remember the Seeking Shot? Raiders have that. It's not just the Crimson Clerics. However, he likes to melee when he can, so he'll often try to get within reach and just not be able to do it. Because he can't quite fully reach the flying target. He knows she's there. See? He's chasing her. He just keeps redeciding because she's flying. It's like... Oh, that poor yell. Oh, poor sheep thingy. That's not gonna go well. Yeah, they do collateral damage. I just want her to be able to hit them. And preferably vice versa. Can you reach yet? Usually he has to have high ground to hit. There, he stepped off that and hit her. So it's kind of a weird scenario with how he has to strike. But it does work. But will her shots just grind him down by the time he can actually deal decent damage? Okay, that was just a complete whiff. That bought him some time. And the Thaumcraft bosses do recover a bit over time. I don't think I've got straight up damage indicators in this version here, so... On this profile. Are you gonna hit her now? There you go. You gave her a quick chop. Are you gonna get up here again? Because again, he seems to need to have high ground, or some other circumstance to actually hit. Can't seem to do it straight. Yep, you almost had it. There you go. And now we go into the spell card phase. Oh wow, he's sliding into her. He was using momentum to slash at her. That was different. That was different. So okay, that's fair enough. Now he takes a while to recover, so I might as well just replace him. And also show off the random ways that he can spawn in. Again, I'm not going to be doing warded. So whenever I do the next one, if it's a warded version, I am not going to go with that, because the way they replenish their shield is just utterly unfair to so many mobs, and also to players. It's just a very ridiculous thing where you have to be absolutely crazy to be able to, in terms of your power level, to take them out. Fiery. I'll go. Although I might show it off once, just to show why. Because they have like a regenerative shield that's like insanely difficult to get past. I don't even know if it can be bypassed in any way. So it's kind of like Draconic Evolution shielding. Only it's Thaumcraft style. You've probably seen some Thaumic shielding before. Well, it's called Runic shielding, to be fair. Yeah, I just needed the hit to register. Now she flies a little higher, and that's one thing, is that they have different heights that they actually fly at and different ranges they prefer to be from the player. And this is the thing, is that I have to kind of guide her shots to them. Kind of like I was doing before with a few other previous Touhou Items fights. But there are times where that's not necessary. Like whenever they go into their bigger spell card mode, usually that just hits a huge area. And isn't quite as big of a deal that I have to guide. Now, if he really determines that he just can't reach her, he will eventually fire that shot regardless. Although I think he usually needs more range in between him and the Touhou Touhou Items boss. In this case, Wriggle. I did Toziko, and this is Wriggle here. She's the one who's the bug master. Why are you just nodding your head about this? Are you really thinking this is okay for you to be just gradually shot? Because it doesn't seem like you'd really be agreeing with just getting blasted repetitively. Okay, that one I couldn't dive in on in time. Oh, he's getting in position. He might be able to hit. Nope, not quite. Not quite. You're about as close as you could get. How do you not... sometimes you gotta wonder about mob AI. I remember this was before some of the enhancements allowed in later versions, so just to be fair. You even have snow to help you get up. Why are you not able to hit her? Right here. You could walk just slightly and maybe be able to... There you go. Did you misstep? She likes being closer. He still didn't path to her. I think he's having issues with snow. I heard that sound. Did she hit a fellow fairy? Is there another one around here? Or did he actually hit her? Doesn't entirely look like it. There you go. Are you able to hit her now? You almost did. You almost did. This is a slow uphill battle. Oh, I heard that sound. Yep. He's in range, or should be. Wow, that barrage just nailed him. And yet, he probably could have just stepped slightly and slashed in midair and did more damage, but no. What does it take for him to determine to actually make that homing shot? Dude, you've got homing magic. Use it. I feel sorry for the wildlife that's getting caught up in this. And that poor Yeti. Of course, to be fair, that usually really happens in the later part of the fight. Praetor Biturian the Fiery. Because he does have some magic resistance, apparently. Was that just her chirping, or did she actually take a hit? I think that was just her chirping. They kind of chirp a little bit like a bird, regardless of which one. Maybe it's more of a squeak. I'm not entirely sure how you describe that sound. Is it a bird tweet or a mouse squeak? I'm not sure. Wow, really mauled him that time. That Yeti is not in a good position. Trust me, you're not Yeti for this. Oh, the Yeti got hit and he didn't. Sometimes guiding them is trickier than you think. That's close enough. Or I thought so. Okay, hit him that time. But can you just walk up and attack her? The answer is apparently no. Maybe I let you chase her this way. Can you hit? Well, you can be hit. Oh, those poor Yetis. Again, I feel very sorry for them. I'm trying to position them so that you can hit her, but no luck yet. Yeah, sometimes the closest is not the best way to melee. I'm just saying, Praetor. You're not really getting how that works. Okay, back to just trying to see if I can get you as blasted as possible. I think Wriggle is the trickiest scenario to get him shot, because you have to be really close. Again, if only their AI supported, like, more direct confrontation, this would be perfectly fine. Because then she'd be hovering in a way that would specifically be targeting him rather than me. But instead, I have to kind of assist. I thought I'd be getting her closer so that he'd be able to step up. Trying to get him his moment, but it's not happening. Okay. Back to him just getting Gatling'd here. Trying to let him take turns a bit. Of course, if he gets juggled exactly right, he might be able to hit her. So maybe if I get really, really close, then he'd be able to melee her when he gets bounced. Bounced the wrong way. He went to the side. I thought he'd be going slightly up. Kind of either pushed up to me, because if he bounces off me, he might be able to hit her. This is a very weird way of doing it. Before, it was working better because he had more of the environment with him, in a way that he could actually hit her easier. But he does have a shot. he does have a projectile. He's just not using it now for some weird reason. I've gotten him to use it better before. So maybe if I kind of have her follow me a bit, then she'll be at the right plane for him to attack. I'm just trying to get this to line up. Oh, there we go. That's better. Follow me. Yep, he's still getting shot, so it's not like I'm completely distracting her anyhow. Sometimes shots just do that. Just the nature of this mod. Okay, there, I got her to fly up there, at least. Now let me see if I can kind of get her to go down while he's still there. Because she adjusts her flight plane. That's how all their AI works. Is they adjust their flight plane periodically. I'm trying to get her to another stage where it's easier to for him to get where it goes back and forth better. So I'd rather not just accelerate it myself. I'd rather them actually do it. If it comes down to it, I might have to, because it's not been quite this tricky before. Okay, maybe I can cause her to distance herself by going up that hill. And then he can walk up and hit her that way, because he needs a spot. But the fact that they're pretty much all offense and almost no defense really reminds me of an evoker. So, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like fighting evokers. Was that a hit? I didn't think so. Apparently they just periodically do that little chirp or squeak thing. Okay. Can I get you into a position where he can hit you? Because it'll be a lot better back and forth if I can just get your spell card phase to activate. It's a lot easier with Toziko. Even then, he's having a hard time reaching. That really looked like he'd reach then. Come over here. Follow me. This guy just does not know how to do the toss. You shoot your projectile and blast her. It doesn't take that much. Okay, maybe she really does need more distance between them. Okay. Feel the need to reach with your magic. Do I actually stop shots? I'm not entirely sure. Still not entirely sure. So that's kind of a question. I think I stop shots. So I do in fact have to worry about stopping them from hitting them. So I kind of have to dodge them whenever I'm trying to get them shot. Kind of a weird thought. Okay, activate your projectile already, dude. I mean, this should totally be enough distance for you to decide to shoot. And we're in a loop. So therefore, just to make sure. There we go. Now it should be a bit more fair. Did he actually shoot her while I wasn't looking? I'm not entirely sure on that one. I hadn't had to advance them myself before. Now he's running away. He's scared. You might want to turn and face your enemy. I mean, how did he lose his aggro? Not entirely sure. That should... that's what happened here. But I think he lost his aggro. He had it before. I'm not the one that you should be paying attention to. I think maybe he's trying to run to regen. That would be a valid strategy. But that's not where we're going with this. Meanwhile, I do have another way of doing this. Although, with that look, I think she'll be able to hit him. Oh, now he's charging in. So you did wait to recover the whole time. Oh, that poor Yeti. I think it just got whacked. See, this is more like it. But for some odd reason, it's just really hard to get that first stage to work out right. He's now officially just getting barraged without me having to position myself in his location. Oh, I heard she got hit, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Are you going to shoot her, finally? Again, this works better with some rather than others. Oh, he's in a very bad position. For a moment, he was in that, not sure if that's oil or what. But he was in it. And he's back in it. Dude, swimming is not a good answer. It doesn't work very well. Trust me. It's not good to be in the water while you're getting shot at. Of course, sometimes it does diffuse projectiles, but he's not down far enough in that oil to be okay. I might have to help him route. Just push you onto this so you can start moving upward. Now start jumping. Can you not clear snow? Up, there you go. I was gonna say it worked before. There we go. Now he's in a better position. He went right into it. He's charging at her. There he goes. That's the projectiles. See, they have homing, but they can be obstructed by objects and sometimes stopped by other shots. So he has to get past her shots and the ridge. I think that one hit home. Oh, I think she deflected it with one of her shots. Maybe it's an HP thing. Maybe he has to be mad enough to start shooting. I mean, you're supposed to be the fiery. Why do you not fireball? Just get up there. There you go. Of course, going up a hill isn't exactly the wisest thing against these particular bosses, because they'll often take the high ground and shoot it down at you. Yep, he's trying it again. He's going for a rush. There he goes. But then he runs away again. What's up with that? Why do you periodically seem to run away? There you go. Now you got hops. Wow, that really hit him a lot. Like so many times in a row. Are you back to I don't know how to melee? Is this what's going on here? That's not gonna cut it. Not knowing how to melee is a very bad thing, Praetor. Praetor Baturian the Fiery. Mister, I have an amazing title, but I don't know how to use it. Okay. Oh. Trying to get her in range of him is actually really nailing him even more. I mean, just at this range, just look how many hits he's taken. Wait, is he routing? Can he find a way? No, he cannot find a way. Still does not know how to melee. Dude, you were so ferocious in other situations. Why can you not shoot this one fairy? She's a bug fairy witch. You'd think you'd be able to call this pest control and do something about it, but no, it's not happening. Wriggle totally has this guy. How do you not know how to reach? Yeah, he's still gradually losing HP. He's not gonna be able to make it. Question is, will this guy? He's just a civilian here. Like, he doesn't have anything to do with this fight. Yet he's like, oh, come on. Why you guys gotta be this way? But yeah, that poor Yeti. Why do you not know how to shoot? Or melee. It's like, he's trying. He's honestly trying. And he has hit them before. But he's just not getting there. It's like he's forgotten how to be a boss. Now she rises up because I did. I'm trying to position at least some way where he might be able to reach her. But so far that's just not happening. Even at the best, it's very hard to get him in. He was better on ice whenever he slid in and attacked Toziko. That was one of his best ways of getting in on him. But right now it's just not working for him. He's going to be taken out by Wriggle. That's pretty much how it's going to happen. Her and her little bug storm. I mean, you're not even using your magic, dude. It deals so much damage. Can I get her any lower? I'm not sure. Because her AI is pretty good with working with the flight part of things, just not necessarily the countering other mobs thing, which is again why I usually guide shots in this scenario. Remember, their AI is probably never going to be fixed. So, just a little perspective there. But they do have fantastic attacks. And Wriggle just nailed him, so he is officially gone. Funny thing happens when you put into peaceful with them. Yeah, you can't avoid getting these in your inventory because they're attracted right to it. And if you have something that would normally bypass that, like this hungry bag here, it doesn't work. It'll still go into your inventory. So, just saying, weird dynamic, but that's how it works. So let's finally move on to Rumia. I think she'll do better. Like, I really pretty sure she'll do better. Did I see a sword impression here? Huh. Sword of a fallen warrior. Okay. That's fair. The sickly. Well, he's not awarded, so we're fine. Okay, I think you'll do better against Rumia than you did against Wriggle, actually. As you have in the past. At least I think so. But this is still a dynamic situation here. Yep, still hit him. Yes, Rumia is that dark. She has this special effect that's pretty cool. It spreads darkness only in her bounded area. I think I know how that works too. So in case you're a modder and you're wondering how to do a similar effect, I do have an idea how it works. I think what they did is they gave her an extended sprite around her that was a translucent, a translucent dark sphere. And therefore, it's kind of like she has a portable cloud. Kind of like how those clouds are translucent and moving. Well, she's got like a portable version centered on her. Need to get her to an area that he can hit. There we go. Down a bit. Oh, need to clear the weather. There we go. Now I can guide her a bit again. Yo, knocked him down. I'm just trying to guide them in. Give him an opportunity to hit her. But she still has to be able to periodically hit him. Try guiding the shots, but right now the terrain is very bad for his reach, and he already has a terrible time reaching. Okay. Okay, can you route yourself up? Because if you can probably reach her. Up, he's finding a way. I think he's finding a way. Yep, he's taking a very long way. Look how far he's going. He's like, yeah, I know this is over here. Oh, homing shot. Oh, I think that nailed her. Or did she shoot the shot down? I think she may have shot the projectile down. Nope, I see a chunk out of her health. He definitely shot that. Okay. Went in with the sword slash. But now she's using Moonlight Ray. And that will rake his health pretty heavy. Yeah, that takes decent chunks off pretty quickly. So Wriggle is the longest one just because that one phase is almost impossible to get it to work. Even when you're guiding it as much as possible. Partially because his own reach is terrible. Like, dude, you have shots, use them. You will get swept by this beam. Well, let's just see this from the side a bit more. Come on, charge in. Yeah, he was charging for it, but then he got pushed back. Can he reach, or does he need to shoot? Never mind. He got blasted. So Rumia wins. as he got really close to hitting her. Or at least I think so, because Rumia is in the middle of a very special dark patch, so it's hard to see her. That is a purposeful thing. That is the dynamic of the mod. It's hard to see Rumia. Which, again, I really like that. That's actually a pretty cool version. It doesn't, like, give blindness to you. It just darkens that exact area. So you walk out, you're fine. You walk back in, it's like, hey, I can't see here. So now to our featured presentation of, see, I do have it on, yeah. I do have it on normal. Good. Of Cirno. Because obviously we're in a nice Arctic environment. So let's get wintry here. Cirno, prepare to meet a Praetor. He's warped. Okay, that's fair. Thing. Head bobbing, dude. Reach. Remember to attempt to reach. She's way too high. Adjusting. Why does this guy just chill sometimes like that? Of course, he'll be chill because of her periodically. Can you reach? Do you just want to make sure you can reach? You do adjust. He just fell there. He just totally fell. Like, if you recognize you cannot reach, you must shoot. Have you forgotten how to shoot? Again. This guy is weird with his AI. Oh, now he's got a path. Almost shot him right there. Okay. He's hitting her. Can you hit Cirno? Well, she can hit you. You almost got her. You almost got her. Okay. Seems about right position. Yeah, I think he can reach. There we go. Now can you face the icicle fall? Because now it's everywhere. He got so lucky from that Praetor Furtus the Warped. He got so lucky with all those shots going everywhere and just falling all over the place. He did not get hit. Of course, it does have patterns. He was in between perfectly. Now he's getting close and getting shot. Okay, that icicle really looked like it should hit him. Did anybody see that icicle look like it just... Did he just get a grazing bonus? Is that what's going on here? Okay. They're able to hit each other perfectly fine in this position. Oh, he knocked her over there. Remember, folks, flying targets usually take additional knockback, even casually. So he just boosted her over the edge where he could no longer reach. He's taking a lot of hits, though. Trying to get her to descend a little. Although, if he'd actually shoot more, that would be nice. I mean, you've seen the homing shots. He does have them. He just seems to totally forget to use them. Reminds me whenever we figured out what was up with Jazahara and whether or not he decided to shoot. That was interesting. There seems to be a safe zone right in front of her. Okay. Wow. You got her fast. But then you just got smashed at point-blank range. Okay, okay. Can you shoot? I don't know if you can shoot. I think he has forgot how to shoot. Just kind of say, how did you avoid all that? He didn't. He just walked right behind her. He just, like, did a round. Did you see that? It's like, this guy is so goofy in this version. Maybe in period when it comes to these. Cause, again, the AI is weird with both of them. Oh, that was close. That was close. She was in her final phase, and he still got nailed. I'm pretty sure he could have hit her from there. He just kept running past her for no apparent reason. Oh well. Well, now that part's over, and Cirno has won against the Crimson Praetor. So that's pretty much all 4 of the Touhou Items bosses. And so I'll be logging off for now and having some other Thaumic fights with them periodically, because there are more Thaumcraft bosses to do as well. And wow, that really does look like snow. I chose the perfect moment to do this. Anyhow, so I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from y'all later. And remember, there will be more mob battles.